Supernova at all. I know US, obviously you were casting the set. Gekkingga versus ZB. I'm still heartbroken, man.
It was one of the sets.
It was such a good set.
There were so many hot sets across the entirety of the tournament, and that is up there as one of the sets of the tournament. Same thing as Dakpo up against Music. Same idea of Spargo and Yoda Cage. Of course, of Cake and Stango, of Stango and Spargo. Like, there's so many good sets at Supernova, but it started at Gekkingga
start the fire.
ZB. Yeah, had to collect my thoughts there, but oh man,
wasn't sure where you were going with that one.
No,
kidding. Obviously, we knew where you were going. But yeah, man. You mentioned it earlier about how these big bodies versus very quick and nimble characters. Dude, this matchup is there's no way to censor it. It's not fun. It's very tough, right? Because obviously we saw the pitfalls of Loxodont earlier, and so with Mulldrifter, right, character that kind of gets stuffed out in the ground game, in the air game a lot. And Maypul is a character that, again, like, so quick, able to not only avoid a lot of the grounded setups, but also being able to jump past all of the preemptive anti-airs that Loxodont can throw out there. Gekkingga, though, the way he counteracts that is a very, very fast-paced character. Fast-paced player. I mean, he's a character. This guy's a nut.
Honestly, big agree though. Like, we see him, you're seeing already off the jump, like making use of the latest updates, like adjustment to plat drop momentum to keep that tempo really fast for a character that shouldn't be. Conversion game is on point, especially with those reverse hitboxes. And the wave dash timings out of shield are so quick. He's making Loxodont jab feel like the most insane button in the world. Look at how smooth he is. Taking the first stock with a reverse fair bear. Unfortunately, Lunar got the opening for Gekkingga fans, at least. It's unfortunate to see that follow up, but Lunar absolutely needing those big offstage plays if you're going to try and keep up with how quick Gekkingga can move from one instance to the next.
When you see one of the biggest differences with Gekkingga versus other Loxodont players, this utilization of that forward air. One, it's a huge hitbox, obviously. It will stuff a character like Maypul out. Also, it's very quick, and the interesting sides of the move, being able to combo into, like, reverse hit of bear, as we're seeing right now, being able to stuff these approaches a lot of the time, especially with setting up that boulder. You catch your jump in, you go for a forward air, and then you have a follow-up at the ledge, as we're seeing right now, especially the late hit dash attack. My goodness, when you're not even comboing it, you find this tipper hitbox, and you close out a stock with it. What can Thayer not do?
Yo, I loved.
Okay, well, I can't do that. You can't do that kind of ledge there. Thanks, Gekk, for showing us what Fair can do. Appreciate you, dog. Oh, man.
No, it's been super sick is watching both players try to find routes that'll just make the other explode. Gekkingga sometimes is representing forward air a lot. Clearly, it's been one of his most common neutral options, covering a ton of space. Forward air jab, forward air F tilt, all that stuff. The mix-in of not doing forward air to extend and calling out something with like an up air, or even more potently, some of the down airs you've seen Gekkingga show out, dangerous tools to try and ever so slightly incorporate into some powerful offense. But sometimes all you need is that up throw. Gekkingga finding plenty of shield grabs amidst all of that pressure and all of that fast movement, always finding enough time to floor hug or just to pull up shield in time to get a grab out. And up throw, up strong, easy enough to close out that game. Maypul, a lot of powerful things, not super heavy.
And Upal, you know, one of my favorite things about a player that is so advanced and, like, ludicrous in the way they approach the game is their typical game plan is like these crazy extensions, like the fair conversion to back hit, the reverse bear. So what happens when you go for a mix-up? It's just up throw, up strong. It's just like, oh, you think I'm going to chase you up there for something crazy? Nah, I'm wait for you to land and find a stock like that. And as Lunar, it's like, oh man, I'm getting hit with like this nonsense from Timbuktu, but it's also like, oh wait a minute, I forgot up strong is also just a very good move. This is just a scary character to go up against.
Yeah, especially against Maypul, who has to try and find windows to engage, especially when you're at a % deficit. Solid recovery there from Lunar. I like that alive, just instantaneously dashing through.
Oh,
whoa, that was gross.
Goodbye. And hello and goodbye.
the coverage off the tether. I'm pretty sure. So there's a lot of characters that cover everything off of Maypul tethering to them. The point of it is that you need them to be a hit stun for it to be an advantage. Magma Burst Bear is not something I've seen very often. Most of the time you see like Downstrong, like it's just the cover everything option.
Dude, I started doing that more often. It's very, very good option covering most of Loxodon's hitbox. You're going super deep there. No tether to be seen just yet. 100% finally going to find the mark there. But Gekkingga going to find the parry on Lily. Not going to worry about that at all. Forward air on that, the Urchin Port left side platform is going to save you there. You're waiting for Lunar to overextend the tether to fair. Just going to close it out. Lunar still staying poised at the end of these stocks. The man, like you mentioned earlier, his Lox never slows down, so you think you have an opportunity to run in there. By all means, his Loxodont is slowing you down at every corner, especially with these max magma charges. You've got to be careful. You gotta go for explosive plays just like that forward air.
Yeah, I like that from Gekkingga. Take the damage, save your magma. Magma is a hell of a resource to use right here, right now. If you can get a tech out or some way to escape Magma Burst, instantly just changing up the angles and allowing you to find the back air that closes down the stock. You save the Magma Burst, you take the damage, and you use it as a mix-up later. Gekkingga used it as a disadvantage mix-up, but hey, it worked out all the same. Up for a couple times over. See how much it goes.
32%, definitely nothing to scoff at. We come back in there with another down air. Lunar gonna stuff that out, the tether into the forward air. I'm loving Lunar's offstage presence here off the ledge. We need to take consideration of that, because every single time we get back in the driver's seat, Gekkingga makes it count every single time, covering the platform with that boulder, looking to catch that dash in, whiffing that grab with that double magma charge online. One mistake here could spell wrap, barely avoiding the magma hit there of the upstrong, and gonna get the tether hit off stage. Not gonna opt for a forward air or anything of the sort. Lunar needs to stop yesterday, because if you don't give it to him, especially with Gekk set up at the ledge, waiting for you to overextend, up throw could be hit, but still hanging on.
Lunar has been putting stuff together. Excellent use of just the quick run up. Back air into down strong on the tech chase would cover basically every option there. Gotta be careful with the down tilt running under a back air. Lunar, oh, you're finding the reads, but you're just not as committed to them as you really need to be. It's like run under a bear, no punish. Follow a tech chase, no punish. And Gekkingga's just not taking as much damage as you need in this last hit scenario. Looking for a jump call out, but no dice. And Lunar again forced to disengage despite being in the right position to punish, and was in the right spot, but not at the right time. At the very end of the game there, tried for a jump in there, see if it would connect. Gekkingga with the 4-hug Magma Burst, closing down game number 2.